Graduate School and the Graduate School of Law. Doctor of Philosophy. Doctor of Philosophy in Human Resource Management. Doctor of Philosophy in Pharmacy. Doctor of Education. Master of Arts. Master of Arts in Creative Writing. Master of Arts in Communication. Master of Arts in Cultural Heritage Studies. Master of Arts in Music. Master of Arts in Nursing. Master of Arts in Theology. Master of Science. Master of Science in Applied Physics. Master of Science in Architecture. Master of Science in Human Resource Management. Master of Science in Management Engineering. Master of Science in Medical Technology. Master of Science in Occupational Therapy. Master of Science in Pharmacy. Master of Science in Physical Therapy. Master in Business Administration. Master in Business Administration, major in Entrepreneurship. Master of Fine Arts. Master in Education. Master in Health Professions Education. Master in History. Master in Library and Information Science. Master in Public Administration. the Graduate School of Law, Doctor of Civil Law, and Master of Laws. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the esteemed members of the faculty and administration of the UST Graduate School. The coordinators and the program leads. Professor Emeritus Fortunato B. Sevilla III, PhD. Associate Professor Jocelyn F. Agkawili, Director, Center for Continuing Professional Education and Development. Associate Professor Eric P. Zerudo, Director, Center for Conservation of Cultural Property and Environment in the Tropics. Professor Gresebio Jonathan D. Alejandro, Director, Office for Graduate Research. Professor Hector M. Aguiling, PhD, Member, Graduate School Faculty Council. Professor John Donnie A. Ramos, PhD, Member, Graduate School Faculty Council. Reverend Father Dr. Jose Antonio E. Auriarda of the Order of Preachers, Regent of the Graduate School. Attorney Maria Liza A. Lopez Rosario, Doctor of Civil Law, Dean, the Graduate School of Law. Professor Marilu R. Madruño, PhD, Dean, the Graduate School. And our respected guest of honor, Reverend Father Ernesto M. Arceo of the Order of Preachers, Member of the Board of Trustees, University of Santo Tomas. May I request everyone to please stand. We begin today's program with an invocation to be led by Father Roberto E. Sanchez, candidate, Master of Arts in Cultural Heritage Studies.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Almighty Father, true source of all wisdom, we are filled with immeasurable joy as we celebrate the success of our studies through the loving intercession of Saint Thomas Aquinas. Empowered by the Spirit and fueled our hunger for learning, may we value and cherish the lessons of the past, give meaning to the present, and inspire the future generation. As inheritors of the past, may we distinctly remember and truly appreciate the skills, lessons, and insights this venerable institution has imparted to us, and use them for the good of all humankind. As protagonists of the present, may we dutifully apply the fruits of our learning in our chosen profession, and may we ever be ready to serve God and to make a world worthy to live in. As fashioners of the future, may we journey with your guidance to enliven hope and the world, and bring good things to your kingdom, that even when faced with challenges and difficulties, may we grow ever more grateful and wise. Loving Father, as we go on to weave more of your truth into our lives, may this momentous celebration be a reflection of the blessings that we find in knowing and loving you. May we humbly do this for the glory of your name. Saint Antoninus of Florence, patron of the Graduate School, pray for us. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
Please remain standing for the entrance of colors and the national anthem of the Philippines. You may now be seated. To deliver the address of petition on behalf of the candidates for graduation is Cariñez D. Fajarito, candidate, Doctor of Philosophy, major in Clinical Psychology.
Reverend Father Ernesto M. Arceo, of the Order of Preachers, member, Board of Trustees, and this year's Guest of Honor. Reverend Father Jose Antonio E. Oriada, of the Order of Preachers, Regent of the Graduate School. Professor Marilu R. Madruño, Ph.D., Dean of the Graduate School. Attorney Maria Liza A. Lopez Rosario, DCL, Dean of the Graduate School of Law. Associate Professor Alejandro Bernardo, Ph.D., Faculty Secretary of the Graduate School. Professor Gracevio Jonathan D. Alejandro, Ph.D., Director of the Graduate Research. Members of the Faculty Council. To all Dominican Fathers, administrative and academic officials, faculty members, support staff, fellow graduates, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. This momentous occasion had been once just a fervent vision, an everyday prayer, and a toil that seemed endless, yet often rekindled by our passion-driven goals. And now, that vision becomes a reality as we, the 256 graduating students of the master's and doctoral programs, celebrate the realization of the many years of our sacrifices, perseverance, and dedication. Behind the frontiers of the UST Graduate School are the men and women I am now standing in front of, including yours truly, who once believed that pursuing graduate studies would hone us to excel in our respective fields of expertise and advocacies. In ways far greater than imagined, that belief now becomes a nearing achievement, as our degrees would later on be conferred upon us. But more than the degrees, all the unforeseen wisdom that was obtained, most especially in writing a thesis or dissertation and writing for publication, was definitely unparalleled. I am positive that not only me, but all of you have attained all the priceless knowledge born out of the very tedious and difficult process of writing, especially that for publication. Truly, such an undertaking is just one of the many things that would define us scholars in our respective fields. But more than that of being a scholar, the core of our existence has been tapped and enlivened. The challenging process of getting to this point of graduating allowed us to unravel and discover more about ourselves, other people, and life itself. This is the reason that more than this achievement that we will be receiving, the gains we had from pursuing our degrees, most especially from writing our theses, dissertations, and publications, are far more significant and unrivaled. Furthermore, we have gained not only professional growth, but the resilience to adapt to the changing times, the rigor to keep up with the scholarly advancements, both nationally and internationally, and the actuality of being a contributor to the wheel of global developments. All the wisdom we have acquired both personally and professionally make us now more authentic innovators in passing on all these faculties to the next generation. And as our degrees would be conferred upon us, this day marks not the end, but just the beginning of everything that captures us as bearers of excellence, professionalism, moral values, ethics, and the unending grace of doing more, being more, and sharing more to our country and fellow men. And so, on behalf of my fellow graduates, I respectfully ask our beloved University of Santo Tomas, through the Reverend Father Ernesto M. Arceo of the Order of Preachers, to confer upon us the following degrees. Doctor of Philosophy. Doctor of Philosophy in Human Resource Management. Doctor of Philosophy in Pharmacy. Doctor of Education. Master of Arts. Master of Arts in Creative Writing. Master of Arts in Communication. Master of Arts in Cultural Heritage Studies. Master of Arts in Music. Master of Arts in Nursing. Master of Arts in Theology. Master of Science. Master of Science in Applied Physics. Master of Science in Architecture. Master of Science in Human Resource Management. Master of Science in Management Engineering. Master of Science in Medical Technology. Master of Science in Occupational Therapy. Master of Science in Pharmacy. Master of Science in Physical Therapy. Master in Business Administration. Master in Business Administration, major in Entrepreneurship. Master of Fine Arts. Master in Education. Master in Health Professions Education. Master in History. Master in Library and Information Science. Master in Public Administration. Doctor of Civil Law. Master of Laws. With all the privileges and honors appurtenant thereto.
To deliver his address of concession and graduation message is this year's guest of honor, Reverend Father Ernesto M. Arceo of the Order of Preachers, member of the Board of Trustees, University of Santo Tomas. Let's give him a round of applause.
Reverend Father Antonio Arriada, OP, the Regent of the Graduate School, Professor Marilu Madruño, PhD, Dean of the Graduate School, Attorney Maria Lisa Lopez Rosario, DCL, Dean, Graduate School of Law, Associate Professor Alejandro Bernardo, the College the Graduate School Secretary, the members of the Faculty Council, Dr. Teresita Mayer, President, UST Graduate School Alumni Association, our venerable and veteran faculty, our graduating students, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. There are many reasons why we continue to study even after we finish our bachelor's degrees. Some of us do in order to be promoted in our work, especially in the academe. And of course, we know that promotion has positive financial implications and other privileges. Others simply want to know more and to acquire more skills. Of course, there are many more personal reasons we can think of. On the part of the University of Santo Tomas, however, I believe there are two main reasons for the education we provide. Considering that Catholic education is really an integral part of evangelization, and considering that UST is the Catholic University of the Philippines, we believe that we need to develop your minds and hearts not only in accordance with reason, but also, and more importantly, in accordance with what our faith teaches. In other words, the university aims to help you develop academic excellence and moral integrity in the context of reason and faith. We envision our graduates to be God-fearing, professionally competent, and morally upright. Jesus tells his disciples, and we are all disciples of Jesus, be wise as serpents and innocent as doves. Wisdom refers to the quality of the mind. You are intelligent, you are smart, you are academically excellent, you are wise, especially now that you are to obtain your master's and doctoral degrees in so many fields. But being wise as a serpent can be a disaster. Think of how smart Hitler was. Accordingly, because he was too smart, he was able to kill about 6 million Jews, some buried alive, some shot to death, and others locked inside gas chambers to die slowly of poison. And think of so many other smart leaders who have wisely enriched themselves through graft and corruption. Our memory chip might run out of space if we are to consider only those who are living in the Philippines. And think, of course, of the wisest angel. His degrees are more than the degrees that we can ever obtain in this life. Lucifer, who out of pride rebelled against God, and we know from the Holy Book where he is now. Our Lord is aware of how destructive wisdom gone astray is. For this reason, he requires that we also be innocent as doves. Humble, morally upright, honest, just, simply good human beings. Wisdom and innocence, academic excellence, and moral integrity are the perfect combination that brings out the best in each and every one of us. Today, the University of Santo Tomas, your alma mater, hopes that she has greatly contributed to the process of bringing out the best in you. That somehow you have become wiser and better persons than you were some years ago. We know that apart from personal improvement, education is also for nation building. It necessarily contributes to the development of a nation. For in reality, a nation is built on the different individuals of a given society. The quality of a nation is ultimately in proportion to the quality of the individual men and women who compose it. The Philippines is good only insofar as the individual Filipinos are good. Economic progress is one big indicator of the quality of life of an individual, a family, a society, and even of a nation. Somehow people live decently, peacefully, and happily if they have enough resources to live on. Even the government is judged to be a success or a failure depending on economic development or lack of it. Our government leaders always make a promise to bring about economic prosperity, especially during campaign period. Many of them consider the high rate of population growth in the country as a big obstacle to economic growth. Thus, they want to arrest the birth rate by using even questionable methods of birth control. The Catholic Church, however, considers that moral corruption is the root, the fundamental reason for the dismal economic situation that we have in the country. Graft and corruption are the real culprits, not the children. In practically all areas of the country, especially in matters of politics, as we know too well, graft and corruption have yet to be substantially curtailed. But how can the problem of graft and corruption be solved in our society? One very important and very effective strategy is by way of really good, authentic Catholic education. Education that forms students who are not only academically developed, but also imbued with the spirit of justice, honesty, fairness, and truthfulness. And when such persons eventually work in Malacanang, in the Supreme Court, in Congress, in the local government, and in the various agencies of the government, then honesty will prevail. Taxes will be collected accurately. Strong roads and bridges will be built in the cities and in the countryside. No innocent person will be convicted guilty, and no criminal will go scot-free. There will be peace and order, and then economic progress that respects human dignity will come about. That's a dream, a big dream indeed, but it can happen. It can happen when at least, because we are in a democratic society, when at least the majority of our graduating students here and in all the other colleges and universities of the country will not be only professionally competent, but also morally upright. These two qualities, as I said earlier, bring out the best in the human person. They lead societies toward the direction of authentic human development. They are the imperatives for nation building. Allow me at this point to thank and congratulate my fellow Dominicans working in this venture.
May I now request our dear parents or guests to approach the candidates for the imposition of the academic hoods. We shall give everyone 10 minutes to do this. When you're done, please go back to your respective places. Thank you. May now request everyone to please go back to your respective places. Candidates, you may now be seated. How about a round of applause for that? The Dean of the Graduate School, Professor Marilu R. Madruño, PhD, and the Dean of the Graduate School of Law, Attorney Maria Lisa A. Lopez Rosario, DCL, will now present the candidates for the different degrees. Let's give them a round of applause.
Reverend Father Ernesto M. Marceo of the Order of Preachers, member of the Board of Trustees of the University of Santo Tomas, and Rector of Aquinas University, Legazpi. Reverend Father Jose Antonio E. Ariada of the Order of Preachers, Regent of the USC Graduate School. Dr. Alejandro Bernardo, Faculty Secretary of the USC Graduate School. Professor Dr. Gresebio Jonathan Alejandro, Director of the Office for Graduate Research. Professor Drs. Hector Aguiling, John Donny Ramos, and Michael Anthony Vasco, members of the Graduate School Faculty Council. Associate Professor Jocelyn Agkawili, Director of the Graduate School Center for Continuing Professional Education and Development. Associate Professor Eric Cerudo, Director of the Center for Conservation of Cultural Property and Environment in the Tropics of the Graduate School. Academician Fortunato Sevilla III, Professor Emeritus of the Science Cluster. our esteemed program leads and members of the faculty, beloved graduating students and their families, alumni, guests, friends, ladies and gentlemen, a joyous morning to each of you. In our lifetime, the occasion when we celebrate an achievement always comes down as a personal moment that will remain long in our memory. One such occasion is our graduation from school, and the latest is usually the sweetest. For many who are present in this hall today, this morning's event will be the start of a long, sweet moment. Unlike in a high school graduation, which will likely be superseded by the charm of a college graduation, the commencement exercises in the graduate school will possibly be their last, especially if it is for a doctorate degree. The reason is pretty obvious. Graduate degrees are the highest in the academic totem pole. As the USC Graduate School celebrates its 79th year as an integrated graduate school, a promising batch of 255 new graduates celebrates their proud moment after overcoming the hurdles of a rigorous graduate education. The fact remains that throughout the centuries, civil society, whether locally or overseas, has entrusted the University of Santo Tomas the transformation of its children, many of whom came down in their later years as country leaders, outstanding men of letters, of business, and the sciences. That is what the University of Santo Tomas has meant for many families in different races over the last 4 centuries. In particular, the university's graduate school has been recognized as one of the most sought-after providers of graduate education in this part of the world. And on top of the many reasons why this is so, is an established role in research and innovation. As a research university, the University of Santo Tomas has contributed to the transformation of students into discoverers of the faith, of the sciences, and of practically anything that makes them champions of intellectual freedom. The rigors of research that the students experienced, from the point of presenting their research papers in local international conferences, to the publication of such materials in scholarly and/or academic journals, to networking with local international authorities in specific disciplines, have all added to their learning fulfillment and professional competence. The year 2017 is crucial in that it represents the second year under which the Philippine educational system has been operating under the new K-12 program. The K-11 students who started their term last year are now midway in their programs and should wind up their schooling by next year. And the implication is enormous. The Philippine educational system made a colossal shift last year that saw the high school education being increased from the traditional 4 years to the new 6-year term. This impacts on the college education of such students and eventually their preparation for graduate schooling. For our part, we in the graduate school collectively join in the identification of possible gaps in order to address potential issues pertaining to the spiral progression of the competencies learned. Hopefully, this conscious effort will eventually lead to the development of better competencies on the part of the students who intend to proceed to the graduate school. We are confident that we will be able to continue embarking on giant strides so we can all keep abreast of developments in education, in business, industry, and the professions. As you know, the USC Graduate School was awarded a Level 4 accreditation by the PACUCOA for all 7 of its banner programs, and that represents a total of 21 master's disciplines. Since we passed the preliminary visit for all of our 5 doctoral banner programs in 2015, and we now enjoy candidacy status, we are set to undergo another accreditation this coming school year for our 5 banner doctoral programs for a total of 16 disciplines. And as it is, there is no higher educational institution in the country that has ever attempted to apply for accreditation for their doctoral programs on such scale. We are determined to have all of our doctoral programs undergo further accreditation so that within the coming school year, we shall hopefully have achieved Level 1 accreditation for all of these programs. And that is a bragging right we wish to achieve in the very short term. And this is because we want the UST Graduate School to remain as the sole institution with the most number of Level 4 accredited graduate degree programs in the country. This, I believe, is the reason why our off-site programs in the various provinces and regions continuously increase in number. To date, we have active local partnerships with ABS-CBN Corporate University and well-known universities in Iloilo, Davao, Cebu, La Union, and Naga. Moreover, our MBA extension program at McKinley Hills at Fort Bonifacio at Taguig City is continuously increasing in number, and this has motivated us to apply for international accreditation next year for our business program under the AACSB, or the Association to Advance Collegiate Schools of Business, the premier accrediting body of business schools in the world. We hope that eventually we can become an AACSB accredited business school committed to high-quality curriculum, faculty, research, and innovation. Thus far, we have signed agreements and extension classes in various regions of the country, just as we expect similar agreements to be finalized soon. Internationally, we are partnering with some notable universities overseas, such as the National Sun Yat-sen University in Kaohsiung, Taiwan, the Universitas Katolik Dharma Sindika in Surabaya, Indonesia, and the University of Reading in Berkshire, England, among others. On the cultural level, we took part in the celebration of the beatification of the Samurai of Christ, the Lord Eustace Takayama Ukon, a Japanese noble leader who lived a Christian life in Japan and died in Manila in 1615. In his name, the graduate school has established a professorial chair under the academic mentorship of our former faculty historian, Dr. Ernesto de Pedro. We have been working closely with the Commission on Higher Education towards delivering higher education institution services for numerous programs that will benefit students who wish to be subsidized by CHED for further studies in line with the K-12 transition program. As such, we have been identified by CHED as a delivering higher education institution, or DHEI, for 25 of our master's programs and 9 of our doctoral programs. This year, with the start of the K-12 transition program, CHED has sent at least 107 graduate students to the UST Graduate School under various programs, and we expect their number to increase in the coming years. Also, in the near future, we hope to introduce new programs that are highly specialized, in addition to several joint programs already being worked out with some leading universities overseas. We sincerely hope that if after our graduating students leave the halls of the USC Graduate School, they will remain steadfast in promoting the causes of the university with regard to research, teaching, and extension services, and remain focused on delivering quality and excellence in leadership, brand name prestige, and innovation projection. Without doubt, this day will be the start of their sweet moment as achievers in higher education. Now, therefore, I, as Dean of the USC Graduate School, and Reverend Father Antonia Oriada, OP, as Regent, are pleased to present to the Reverend Father Ernesto M. Arceo, OP, of the University's Board of Trustees, the 255 candidates for graduation in the various master's and doctorate degree programs in accordance with the rules, regulations, and requirements of the university and of the Philippine Commission on Higher Education. May I now call on the candidates for graduation for academic year 2016-2017.
The degrees will now be conferred by Reverend Father Ernesto M. Arceo of the Order of Preachers, and he will be assisted by Reverend Father Jose Antonio E. Auriada, OP, Regent of the Graduate School.
Doctor of Philosophy, major in Biological Sciences, Arenas Elizabeth Hashim, Manya, cum laude.
By the authority of the Holy See and of the Commission on Higher Education of the Republic of the Philippines vested upon me, with the statutes of the university, I, Reverend Father Ernesto M. Arceo, OP, hereby confer upon you and the other candidates for graduation the degrees Doctor of Philosophy, Doctor of Philosophy in Human Resource Management, Doctor of Philosophy in Pharmacy, Doctor of Education, Doctor of Civil Law. Furthermore, I grant you all the privileges, honors, and graces that accompany such degrees, in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
De Jesus Editha Evea. Sabit Maureen Beray. Major in Chemistry, Tiangco Cristina Escudero, Manya, cum laude. Major in Clinical Psychology, Balid Stephanie Ann, cum laude. Fajarito Cariñez de la Cruz, Manya, cum laude. Vazahapili Joshi Jacob, Manya, cum laude. Major in Development Studies, Cortez Mary Jane Legaspi. Major in Economics, Mojica Marlon Aculano. Major in English Language Studies, Rosario Father George Kamal. Rosario Father Leonard. Major in History, Lucas Renato Biliote. Malihan Gonzalo Ramo. Salumbides Hugo. On behalf of Mr. Antonio Salumbides Jr., Mrs. Sally Solombides, the wife, and Honorable Cristina Bosque, the Mayor of Polillo, Quezon, will receive the posthumous award. The graduate school acknowledges the immense contributions of Mr. Solombides Jr. in advancing the historical and cultural significance of Polillo Island in Quezon, especially in initiating the move for a cultural mapping of the municipality to document the island's built, natural, and intangible heritage, as well as the preservation and conservation of the old structures of Polillo, considered as the cultural treasure of the town. Villegas Richard Brian Kua. Major in Literature, Abocot Rosemary Servito. Garcia Loida Lalas. Sabio Divina Gracia. Doctor of Philosophy in Pharmacy, Kasuga Franeline Pataweg, magna cum laude. Major in Philosophy, Mancenido Marela Ada Valido. Doctor of Education, Major in Curriculum and Instruction, Magayon Maria Victoria Castillo. Master of Arts, Major in Clinical Psychology. Ariono Marcela Marisca.
By the authority of the Holy See and of the Commission on Higher Education of the Republic of the Philippines vested upon me with the statutes of the university, I, Reverend Father Ernesto M. Arceo, OP, hereby confer upon you and the other candidates for graduation degrees, Master of Arts in Creative Writing, Master of Arts in Communication, Master of Arts in Cultural Heritage Studies, Master of Arts in Music, Master of Arts in Nursing, Master of Arts in Theology, Master of Science in Applied Physics, Master of Science in Architecture, Master of Science in Human Resource Management, Master of Science in Management Engineering, Master of Science in Medical Technology, Master of Science in Occupational Therapy, Master of Science in Pharmacy, Master of Science in Physical Therapy, Master of Business Administration, Master in Business Administration, Major in Entrepreneurship, Master of Fine Arts, Master in Education, Master in Health Professions Education. Master in History, Master in Library and Information Science, Master in Public Administration, Master of Laws. Furthermore, I grant you all the privileges, honors, and graces that accompany such degrees. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Dayag Jara Victoria Rio. Dulias Angelo Reyes. Duquilia Novi Grace Cantiga. Ong Patricia Joyce Janely Estacio. Tan Angeli Charmaine Cua, cum laude. Yema Dan Paulo Rilliorta. Major in Development Studies, Leleng Pauline Joyce Vargas. Major in Economics, Bagakay Charmaine Gaida. Esguera Ana Rose Distrito. Halagaw Zina Lozano. Luba Patricia Antonio. Madrid Ravina Vieira Abrigo. Ramos Anabel de Guzman. Talob Abigail Fernandez. Tongol Krista Emma Valentino. Zhang Jian. Major in English Language Studies, Balog Perseus Saga, cum laude. Major in Guidance and Counseling, Hemao Janice Mangawang. Major in History, Ignacio Jameco Dator, cum laude. Major in Industrial Psychology, Creencia Hayag Shane Custodio, cum laude. Mendoza Hazel Joy Bundang. Montoro Sabrina Ann Reyes. O. Geraldine Morong, cum laude. Major in Library and Information Science, David Maria Lara Patricia Arellano. Victorio Vinier Jr., San Jose. Major in Philosophy, Agra Kelly Louise Rexy Pasqua Manya, cum laude. Cifra Vincent Aljon Atienza. Lazaro Elaine Mabanlak. Tan Christine Abigail Lee. Major in Political Science, Bustamante Jonesa Lomoxo. Hernandez Arvin Angshoko. O Jun Shok. Major in Public Administration, Santo Tomas Michelle Ann Noble, cum laude. Master of Arts in Communication, Delizo Michael Joe Tomagos. Seismundo Josel Bragado, cum laude. Master of Arts in Creative Writing, Felizmino Simon Paul Reyes. Mojica Jose Justin Pega. Ramilo Jillian Roylens Baldemore. Master of Arts in Cultural Heritage Studies, Agulto Antonio Granado. Dopeño April Joy Escalderon. Gamalinda Jonathan Tolentino. Juan Kinamay Gonzalez. Malacura Bill Ray Cualquera, cum laude. Sanchez Roberto Eusebio, magna cum laude. Sembrano Edgar Alan Manzano. U. Wilson II Leonardo. Master of Arts in Music, De Ocampo J.D. Javier, cum laude. Chua Eldulos Bilen, cum laude. Master of Arts in Nursing, Tangonan Rochelle Ann Ipak. Master of Arts in Theology, major in Social Pastoral Communication, Ola Beno. Raiko, Kenneth, and Sela. Ureta Maria Angela Blardoni, cum laude. Zamar Sister Judy Lubiano. Master of Science, major in advertising, Balaba Benedict Urbano. De Jesus Jeril Encinas. Garote Jessa Garalde. Rivera Gino Antonio III Aquino. Major in Biological Sciences, Chan Dayan Feline Go, cum laude. Kokjin Adrian Jovine Hara. Kunanan Melandro Ginto, cum laude. De Jesus Iris Bianca Baldovino, cum laude. Dokot Rudolph Valentino Abrenica, cum laude. Ginto Shi Kathleen Paderon. Hernando Marco Reza Javier. Marcaida Arvinjet Bitanga, cum laude. Olivar J. Ednil Putimar Manya, cum laude. Orense Charlene Joy Bautista. Pereda Jacqueline Marjorie Regindin. Pontillas Christine Ida Padayaw. Sanchez Jacob Anderson Kahigan, cum laude. Major in Chemistry, Alzate David Joseph Gallo, cum laude. Garcia Julius Adri Aguirre. Calacas Noel Angelo Pastor. Tongson Aleni Biglete. Major in Food Science, Bernardo Jerime Serrano. Chavez Ediloy Tagiang, cum laude. Freo Joanna Marie Lat. Ramos Susana Domingo. Major in Microbiology, Kada Mary Christine Aguilar. Davantes Kizlin Ivan Maniego. De Padua Jewel Kausapin. Lataw Crisel Bautista. Makaspak Aaron Joseph Mendoza. Master of Science in Applied Physics, major in Physical Physics, Medical Physics, Arzabal Delmar Royo. Bustillo John Paul Ortiz Manya, cum laude. Naldo Franklin Lanyog. Salvador Elinor Dayag. Tan Mary Ruth Joy Diaz. Villaruz Sandy Disono. Master of Science in Architecture, Master of Science in Architecture, Amadzade Sepide Pangan, cum laude. Lita Reynaldo C. Quebral Bagnos Jr. Agalos. Villavisa Gregorio Legaspi. Master of Science in Human Resource Management, Acosta Maha Aileen Bongali. Danao Mardin Louis Cruz. Hernandez Crisel de la Peña. De Guzman Rachel Ann Cristobal. Li Yautiao. Vinzon Melissa Villa. Master of Science in Management Engineering, Lam Juan Carlos Lavilla, cum laude. Unsayak Christian Jarius Iliscopides, cum laude. Nebres Ronald Bulan. Master of Science in Medical Technology, Milanes Giovanni de Jesus. Olazo Luis Andrew Monteagudo. Master of Science in Occupational Therapy, Bernardes Angeli-Claire Atun. De Vera Charmaine Cristabel Macario. Macaraeg Jade Karen Tinya. Te Joselle Grace Uy. Wang Alvin Patrick Velasco. Master of Science in Pharmacy, Olonday Catherine Kyra Dizon, cum laude. Dakles Mary Jane Taberna. Legarto Geneliza Lainesa. Ortega Catherine May Mendoza, cum laude. Roldan Marie Jamelu Mandanas. Master of Science in Physical Therapy, Ang Alberto Jr. Sakayanan. Cruz Christopher Gabon. Ilagan Maria Criselda Borja. Owaferina Carl Siegfried Pamiroyan. Raval Marilu Hamorabon. Master in Business Administration, Añasco Kathleen Tan, cum laude. Ang Loradel Bronola. Babida Julio Jr. Bartolazo. Baldazo Leslie Ann Pangilinan, cum laude. Buen Suceso Aiza Kabiling. Calisin Geneva Cirojales. Cantuba Devilu Daco, cum laude. Kawile Milady Kilpan. Kapulong Carol Makaspak. Corpus Candy Red. Dacumos Morena Isabel Gongora. De Guzman April Allison Alcaraz, cum laude. Deloria Gloria Valdez. Estepa Helen Season, cum laude. Fuentes Ronil Makatumpag. Jimena Mariví de Quina. Go Warren Irving Cheng, cum laude. Gumintad Maria Christine Okulang. Gustilo Ana Shiran Jeronimo. Kang Faith Ann Bartolome. Legaspi Hershey de Vera. Liao Charisse Hesita. Lontok Oji Rose Aguirre. Malahos Abigail Zuniga. Martelino Maria Mia Hernandez. Mendoza Mary Grace Santos. Nagera Marist Redogerio. Nemis Ezekiel Edison Uy. Obshana Lyren Joy Yanilia, cum laude. Oria Nelson Doktor. Hilariza Cronin Asejo. Ramos Maria Cathrina Joy Tenorio. Remigio Maria Arsenia Celda. Ringor Jodeline Tolentino. Salazar Adrian Ebreo. Santos Karen Ivy Soliven. Sikdawag Maria Leili Uy. So Aina Chan, cum laude. Templa Alger Belgado. Tropicales Marisolel Parco, cum laude. Tumblod Danica Don Medina, cum laude. Uy, Jelina Ann Tomagan. Zhao Tianhua. Master in Business Administration, Major in Entrepreneurship, Ochave Jose II de Guzman, cum laude. Pardiñas Marife Sabado. Tang Shuai. Master of Fine Arts, Mendoza Federico Marcelino. Salao Consuelo Garcia, cum laude. Master in Education, Barredo Sidney Hoson. Master in English Language Studies, Sembrano Virginia Alde. Master in Health Professions Education, Kabansag Maria Rosario Florentino, Summa, cum laude. Kunanan Elaine Chiay, magna, cum laude. Dado Dalupang Carmelita Duran, cum laude. De Alban Amirose Aisma, Manya, cum laude. Eliaco Maria Margarita Leticia de la Rosa, summa cum laude. Laguesma Romina Jasmine Pineda, magna cum laude. P. Dexter Clifton Chua, summa cum laude. Sanggalang Anita Kinan, magna cum laude. Bisperas Julie Christy Gutierrez, magna cum laude. Master in History, Navidad Joe Carlos Capones. Master in Library and Information Science, Agkawili Karen Angelica Sisante, cum laude. Balbin Rosemary Busico, cum laude. Chua Marisa Alfonso. Dionisio Rose Ann Camille Cruz. Gatan Jasmine Maranan, cum laude. Liave Jacqueline Joy Latina. Season Eunice Abadines, cum laude. Master in Public Administration, De Guzman Edmund Estabilio. Magalong Joseph Emil Aklan. Mercado Emelita Luz. May I now call on Attorney Maria Liza Lopez Rosario, Doctor of Civil Law and Dean of the Graduate School of Law, to present the candidates for the degrees of Doctor of Civil Law and Master of Laws.
As Dean of the Graduate School of Law, may I present to you the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Civil Law. The first is De la Rama Jose Jr. Ignacio. Domingo Abigail Santos, cum laude. For the Master of Laws, Agnes Jonathan Moslares. Bunkin Edilberto Cañaveral, cum laude. And finally, Operio Alma Balilia, magna cum laude. Thank you.
Let's give a hand to all the graduates. Congratulations. We now proceed with the giving of special awards. The Loyalty Award is given to those graduates who completed either their high school to graduate school or grade school to graduate school education at the University of Santo Tomas. May I call on once again Professor Marilu R. Madruño to read the names of this year's Loyalty Awardees. The award will be handed over by Reverend Father Ernesto M. Arceo, OP, and he will be assisted by Reverend Father Jose Antonio E. Auriada, OP.
Our loyalty awardees for this year: Joanna Marie L. Freyo, Master of Science, Major in Food Science. Kenneth E. Raico, Master of Arts in Theology, Major in Social Pastoral Communication. And Maureen B. Sabit, Doctor of Philosophy, Major in Biological Sciences.
Congratulations to all the loyalty awardees. That's how loyal they are to the university. Palakpakan naman po natin sila. We now proceed with the next special award, the Best Published Paper Award. The award will be read and handed over by Professor Grisebio Jonathan D. Alejandro, Director, Office for Graduate Research, and Professor Marilu R. Madruño, PhD, Dean of the Graduate School.
The Best Published Paper Award is given to a graduating student whose research output was published in a journal with the highest Thomson Reuters journal citation reports, or what we call the impact factor. To award the St. Antoninus Medallion, a certificate of recognition and cash incentive, may I please request the Dean, Professor Dr. Marilu R. Madruño, and Father Regent Jose Antonio Auriada, OP. From the more than 70 published papers in non-predatory journals this academic year, 2016-2017, still counting for the third term, this year's recipient of the Best Published Paper Award goes to Dr. Cristina E. Chanco, Doctor of Philosophy, Major in Chemistry. Her paper entitled Fiber Optic Biosensor for Transdermal Glucose Base on the Immobilized Glucose Binding Protein was published in Sensors and Actuators B Chemical by Elsevier with an impact factor of 4.758. May I also call on the advisor, academician, and professor emeritus Fortunato B. Sevilla III to receive a certificate as well as cash incentive.
What an enviable award. Let's give them a round of applause once more. At this point, Kelly Louise Rexy P. Agra, Master of Arts major in Philosophy, will lead the new circle of graduates to the recitation of the Thomasian Pledge.
May I ask graduates to please stand? Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I am a Thomasian, inspired by Christ's teachings, warned by Mary's motherly care, touched by St. Dominic's apostolic fire, and St. Thomas Aquinas' scholastic ardor. Nurtured by the dogmas of Christian faith, etched deeply in the traditions of the Catholic Church, I walk with pride under God's glorious image as an instrument of His abiding grace. In gratitude to my pontifical, Catholic, and royal alma mater, I promise to dutifully live the fruits of my learning in my chosen profession, moved by vows of excellence and commitment, and with conscience, always strive to serve the Almighty, humanity, and this country. Now, as I leave the portals of my beloved university, I pledge allegiance and undying love to the Thomasian ideals. Let the cross of Christ be my beacon and light, my mentors, my witnesses. I pledge to be loyal and to perpetuate the values and truths that illumine every Thomasian's path. I am and will always be a true, faithful Thomasian. In my mind, heart, and spirit, so help me God.
The graduates will now be inducted into the Graduate School Alumni Association by its president, Dr. Teresita C. Meir.
Please raise your right hand and follow after me. Fully aware of the Constitution and bylaws of the Alumni Association of the University of Santo Tomas, and desirous of belonging to it, I hereby take this pledge of membership, promising to abide by the decisions and instructions of its duly constituted authorities, and offering to render my loyal support to any and all activities for which my cooperation may be sought. So help me God. Congratulations to all the graduates of the different disciplines, and welcome to Graduate School Alumni Association. We hope you will keep the Thomasian spirit and always be connected to your alma mater. Welcome and be connected. Thank you.
Congratulations, alumni. You may now take your seats. Feeling good about our lives but not expressing a heartfelt thank you is like wrapping a gift for someone and never giving it to them. To deliver the address of thanks on behalf of all the graduates is Elizabeth Hashim Arenas, Doctor of Philosophy, major in Biological Sciences, magna cum laude. Let's give her a round of applause, please.
Reverend Father Ernesto M. Arceo, OP, Member of the Board of Trustees, University of Santo Tomas, Reverend Father Dr. Jose Antonio E. Oriado, OP, Regent, the Graduate School, Professor Marilu R. Madruño, PhD, Dean, the Graduate School, Attorney Maria Liza A. Lopez Rosario, DCL, Dean, Graduate School of Law, Professor John Donnie A. Ramos, PhD, Member, Graduate School Faculty Council, Professor Hector M. Aguiling, PhD, Member, Graduate School Faculty Council, Associate Professor Alejandro S. Bernardo, PhD, Faculty Secretary, Professor Grisebio Jonathan D. Alejandro, Director, Office for Graduate Research, Dr. Teresita C. Mir, President, UST Graduate School Alumni Association, faculty members, parents, guests, my fellow graduates, ladies and gentlemen. I am humbled and deeply privileged to stand in front of you today to speak on behalf of the graduating class of 2017. Each of the 256 graduates in this hall has his own story to tell, own message to share, and own experiences to draw lessons from. Not one can be classified as more important than the other. And so I am admittedly nervous as I attempt to go about this formidable task of representing my fellow graduates, providing a glimpse of what this day means for all of us. We come from various disciplines, and boring you about my travails of extracting antioxidants and dietary fiber from pili is not my goal this morning. I have opted to keep it simple. Unlike most graduation speakers, I will not speak about stories of endured hardships. After all, the moment we made the decision to take our graduate studies in UST, it was already a given that it was going to be difficult. If we wanted an easier, faster way, we would have enrolled somewhere else, not in UST. Neither do I want to discuss in a melodramatic tone about this moment being symbolic of the end of the chapter of our lives and make you cry. because I have imagined we have cried it all out already during compre exams, during instances when we got frustrating research results that we had to repeat our experiments several times, and of course, during our final defense. This morning, I choose to talk about something light that we can all relate to. A few days ago, I found my husband watching one of my favorite films. It was serendipitous, you see, because up until that moment, I had spent many sleepless nights scribbling notes of what my speech would be. During assembly earlier this morning, I noticed part of the audience and graduates are young and probably have not been born yet when this film was shown in 1994. In case you've not seen it, you can download a copy during your free time and see how it relates to your life. But right now, allow me to share how it resonated with me and connected with my experiences here at the graduate school. The Academy Award-winning movie starred Tom Hanks and is entitled Forrest Gump. It is a movie about a disadvantaged young man born into this world not very bright. It seemed highly unlikely that an intellectually challenged individual would make something extraordinary of his life. But he did. Forrest Gump defied everyone's expectations. He won an Olympic medal. He became a hero in the Vietnam War. He was a fearless entrepreneur who put up his own business. I'll share a few quotes from this motion picture, and let me begin with the most famous quotation. Mama said, "Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get." Hearing this line again, I instantly recalled enrollment times at the graduate school when we skimmed through subject offerings posted on the bulletin boards like chocolates. I even observed some scratching heads as their eyes quickly scanned the listed subjects. They were clearly not sure which one to pick out. And even after the subjects have been selected, who knew what lay ahead? What was it going to be like in that class? What was our professor going to be like? Benevolent? Entertaining? Strict? What were his moods? No one knew until he attended that class. No one knew until he enrolled in that subject. Grad school has taught me, has taught us, I am sure, that life is full of surprises, and that not all life surprises are happy and good. There were gloomy moments, bad experimental results, or low test scores. Grad school has taught us how to deal with life surprises, both happy and sad. In the movie Forrest Gump, certain circumstances that faced the lead character would have reduced an ordinary man into a quivering mass of fear and despair. But Forrest did not overthink. He met the unexpected obstacles with the innocence of a child, calmly adjusting the way he reacted to the situation at hand. He called the unexpected setbacks surprises. He treated adversity like a stranger whom he would just suddenly bump into and perhaps make into a good friend. For as long as we are breathing, life will continue to surprise us and will throw us a curveball every now and then. Graduate school has prepared us and has become a microcosm of how we should deal with life. More from the movie. According to Mrs. Gump, you have to do the best with what God gave you. This is true for all of us here. It's simply not enough to be able to do or finish a particular task assigned. Here at the grad school, it is a must that you exert all efforts and exhaust all possible resources to deliver exceptionally. I discovered that I had to let go of mediocrity and learn to excel in everything that I do. Remember that the passing grade is not 3 nor 225. For the master's program, it's 2 and 175 for the doctoral program. If next week we go back to our respective workplaces and do things exactly the way we did before graduate school, I must say we just wasted our degrees. We should have at least noticed a change in the way we do things now. More thorough, meticulous, and a leaning towards becoming innovators, to think outside of the box, to bring to the table new and better ways of doing things. We continue to strive for excellence. While we were in the grad school, it was hard to understand why our professors were so difficult to please, why standards were so high. But now we see it is all part of the plan. At the undergraduate level, we were taught to follow. At the grad school, we were groomed to lead. Hopefully, our experiences brought out the leader in all of us. True leaders initiate. True leaders act as catalysts for change, change for the better. True leaders serve. At present, the world is in turmoil because of leaders who should have made better choices. Those who have chosen profitability over sustainability. Those who have chosen to build walls to divide instead of bridges to unite. Those who have chosen hate and have waged wars in the name of religion or country instead of offering help and compassion to those who need it most. God gave us this, and we are here right now, standing as graduates of this Catholic Pontifical Royal University, because we are making a pledge to do best with what He gave us. We owe it to the next generation to make choices that are not short-term solutions and to be kind. Forrest Gump's reply to those who called him stupid was, "Stupid is as stupid does." It implied that the ones who called him stupid revealed their own foolishness and ignorance by the negative way they treated him. In graduate school, much value is placed on mentorship. Mentorship is defined as a relationship in which a more experienced or more knowledgeable person helps to guide a less experienced or less knowledgeable person. The definition underscores one thing: the mentor must have a certain area of expertise that the mentee currently does not have. In a way, when we think about it, we all started out as quote-unquote stupid to our respective mentors. We did not know as much as they did. We have yet to have the experiences that they had. But our mentors did not call us stupid. They nurtured and encouraged us every step of the way. They were not selfish about sharing what they themselves learned. The mentor shares light and revels in the joy of the light he shared when the unlighted candle shines as brightly as him. Indeed, mentors believe that a candle's light is never diminished by lighting another candle. and that it is always a cause for celebration at gatherings like this, seeing that they have mentored so many. After all, the more lighted candles there are, simply means that there would be less darkness in the world. We are called upon to be mentors in the grad school. The pursuit of higher learning is not so we can be better than others, but to wield the tools needed to bestow greater knowledge and skills upon those who seek our guidance. To honor our mentors by being mentors ourselves. And speaking of mentors, the next line never really captured my attention before until recently when I got to watch the movie again. Forrest said, "Mama always had a way of explaining things so I could understand them. To know is adequate for a BS degree. However, a graduate student is expected, 1, to know, 2, to explain." And boy, we did a lot of explaining at the grad school. All subjects required oral and written reporting, and examinations would always begin with the word explain, to make sure that we mastered the art of reasoning. Among the many professors I look up to when it comes to explaining is the late Dr. Florentino Ornedo. I admire how he could break down complicated essays succinctly into few sentences. The minute he uttered the explanation, your mind explodes at how unbelievably simple these philosophical principles were. Brevity, clarity, and being straight to the point were Dr. Ornedo's trademarks. I remember that in class, Philosophy of Human Person, I was assigned to discuss an essay written by Gabriel Marcel entitled Presence as a Mystery. According to Marcel, presence must not be taken as an object. Once we recognize there is a self in front of us, their being transcends the physical. In a nutshell, Marcel noted the times when other people are present, even if they are not physically with us. During class discussion, Dr. Ornedo pointed out that our Filipino custom of buying pasalubong exemplifies what presence is in the eyes of Marcel. Presence defies proximity. Though very far from each other, Pinoys working or traveling abroad sense the nearness of their loved ones whenever we get a gift or token for them before coming home. Dear Dr. Ornedo, your death is one of my life's unpleasant surprises here at the grad school. You may not be among the attendees at today's solemn investiture, but you are with us here, present, especially in the hearts and minds of our literature, philosophy, and history graduates. And on behalf of all your students whom you have inspired, I would like to say thank you, sir. Forrest Gump's success was mainly to his attitude. He cultivated that attitude because he had a wonderful support system in the person of his mother. People don't succeed unless they get support, the wind beneath our wings. We take a moment to thank all of them today. Please indulge me for a little while as I thank the following. First, all our professors for their patience and guidance. I believe they all deserve a round of applause. Second, our families. For me, it has been my husband, Chris. Papa, I know it has not been pleasant trying to sleep in a bedroom where your wife is still tapping on the keyboard in the wee hours of the morning to finish her deadline. To skip work in order to be my chauffeur because I have to be at Bicutan at 6 a.m. for my clinical trial. To type my reaction paper because my arms were busy holding our baby as I breastfed her. To our two daughters, Via, now 4, and Ina, 8, my sources of inspiration. Thank you for being makulit, asking questions left and right every day. Because believe it or not, you prepared me for my defense day. To DOST SEI for my scholarship, and UST College of Education for my study grant. Thank you for making this dream come true. To the staff of Nutrient Bioavailability Lab of DOST Food and Nutrition Research Institute, led by Dr. Rosario Sagum. I'm grateful to all of you for adopting me and welcoming me into your lab where I did most of my experiments. To my classmates and friends, maraming salamat sa tulong at pakikinig. To God, who has been and is the greatest, most generous mentor of all time, thank you. Help us remember, Lord, that what we do from here on is what will serve as the best thank you to you for the blessings you have bestowed upon us on our graduation day. The most popular line in the film Forrest Gump is, "Run, Forrest, run." Forrest discovers the one thing he was good at, and he literally ran with it. Some parts of our lives or our journeys are indelibly stamped in our minds. When we reminisce, they happen in slow motion. They play back in our minds like the many flashbacks in the Forrest movie Gump. A memorable scene in my grad school life is probably that one morning when I was having breakfast with my research advisor, and this happened when I was close to finishing my paper. From out of the blue, she asked, "Anak, kailan ka ba magde-defend?" I responded with a smile. She added, "Alam mo kasi, excited na ako sa defense mo." She was excited. I was scared to death. Then she gave me the reason why. Excited ako sa defense mo para makasimula ka na. I stared blankly at her. Did I hear her right? Did she make a mistake? What was I supposed to start? Tatapusin ko nga. Then she explained to me how her PhD opened new doors for her and that she cannot wait for that to happen to me as well. I've always thought that PhD was the ultimate end. But the moment she said it, I realized this is just the beginning. To Dr. Trinidad, my dissertation advisor, it's truly an honor to be your first PhD. I pray that God will grant you good health and strength to carry on your mentorship. Though it looks like we've reached the finish line, it is in fact the starting line. I urge each and everyone to continue running, to continue being a light to others, to be a beacon of excellence and positivity, to do our share in nation building, to become leaders and mold future leaders, to sustain the momentum of running for as long as we can. In the film, Forrest just kept running and running. His running took him to far places, literally and figuratively. And like Forrest, Who knows how far our running would take us? When we welcome life's surprises, when we honor God by doing our best with what He gave us, when we are kind and use our knowledge to serve and help others. The possibilities are endless. And so, run, Thomasians, run. Congratulations, Batch 2017, and may God's unending grace be upon us all. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Arenas. To all the graduates, stop running momentarily, continue running tomorrow. Okay. We would like to thank the generous, untiring, and hardworking men and women who made this event possible. The UST Graduate School Administration, the Graduation and Baccalaureate Mass Committees, faculty members, program leads, office staff, our dear parents, students, and everyone present today, most especially Dr. Amelia A. Biglete, Director 4 of the Commission on Higher Education, Office of Programs and Standard Development. May we request Dr. Biglete to please stand and be recognized. Thank you, ma'am, for gracing today's occasion. You all have made this graduation of the Graduate School and the Graduate School of Law a remarkable success. Thank you very much. All good things also come to an end. And here we are concluding today's program. But keep in mind what Frank Herbert once said, there is no real ending, it's just a place where you stop the story. To all our graduates, please don't forget to look back and to tell us what you have become after completing your respective degrees, your way of continuing your own beautiful stories, of which the graduate school is an important character. Let's now take a look at your story this year through this video presentation. We now rise for the UST hymn. Congratulations, graduates of 2017. I'm Dr. Alejandro S. Bernardo, the Faculty Secretary of the UST Graduate School, saying thank you and have a wonderful afternoon. May I request all the guests to please take their seats for a while. We now get ready for the recessional, and for an orderly recessional, first to leave the hall are the academic officials on the stage. Following them are the faculty members at the front rows. Graduates, as they leave this hall, please give them a round of applause. The faculty members may now follow. Graduates and their guests may now leave the hall through gate A1. The graduates and their guests may take photos downstairs, not inside the hall. Thank you. Graduates, please lead the way through gate A1. Picture taking may be done downstairs, not inside the hall. Thank you for your cooperation. Please proceed to gate A1 for an orderly recessional. Graduates, photos may be taken downstairs. You may now leave the hall.